Hello and welcome back to the Stay Safe podcast. I'm Liam Scott, and today we're looking at something that every lab relies on every single day: equipment. From centrifuges and autoclaves to cryogenic freezers, microscopes, heating mantles and high-pressure systems, laboratory equipment makes modern science possible. But when equipment is used incorrectly, poorly maintained, modified or taken for granted, it quickly becomes one of the leading causes of injuries, near misses and serious incidents in UK labs. So today let's explore how equipment safety really works, why maintenance is critical, and how good habits prevent serious failures. Pre-use checks, the habit that saves lives. Before using any piece of lab equipment, a simple pause can make all the difference. Ask yourself, is the equipment intact? Are there signs of damage? Are cables frayed or plugs damaged? Are seals, lids or housings cracked? Are guards and interlocks working correctly? Is the equipment suitable for the task that I'm about to do? Under the Provision and Use of Work Equipment regs, PUWER, equipment must be suitable, maintained, and used only by trained, competent people. So that short check can prevent hours of investigation or a lifetime dealing with a serious injury. If something doesn't look right, don't use it, report it. Centrifuges, the classic lab risk. Centrifuge incidents are common and almost always are preventable. The risks include rotor failures, flying fragments, aerosol release, serious vibrations, and sudden mechanical failure. Key controls include always balancing loads correctly, never forcing lids or buckets into place, never bypassing lid interlocks, inspecting rotors and buckets for cracks or corrosion, and removing damaged components from service immediately. When a rotor fails, the energy release is violent and unforgiving. Interlocks aren't an inconvenience, they are life-saving devices. Autoclaves and high-pressure equipment. Autoclaves and pressure systems bring additional hazards, including steam burns, sudden pressure releases, incorrect load leading to failure, opening doors too early, or mechanical or seal failure. Under the pressure systems safety regulations, pressure equipment must be properly maintained, properly examined, and used within safe operating limits. So always use appropriate thermal PPE and make sure that pressure is allowed to fully reduce before opening. Follow loading instructions and never override safety systems. Pressure risks don't forgive shortcuts.
This podcast is being provided by Scott Risk Management, specialist health and safety consultants. If you operate an SME business, you know that meeting all of the business needs is a juggling act. If you want to simplify safety, save time, and stay compliant, SRM Genie is the solution. For more information, head to the details at the end of this episode.
Cryogenic equipment and oxygen depletion. Cryogenic liquids, such as liquid nitrogen, introduce unique hazards: oxygen displacement, cold burns and frostbite, brittle fracture of glassware, pressure buildup in sealed containers. Even small releases can rapidly reduce oxygen levels in enclosed spaces. That's why adequate ventilation is essential. Oxygen deficiency monitoring may be required. Correct cryogenic PPE must be worn, and storage vessels must be suitable and vented. Cryogenic incidents are often silent until they are serious. Heating mantles, hot plates, and ovens. Thermal equipment remains one of the most common sources of lab fires. Controls include checking for damaged wires or plugs, using appropriate heat-rated glassware, keeping heat sources clear of flammable materials, ensuring equipment is stable, turning equipment off when unattended unless designed for continuous use. Under PUWER and general fire safety duties, poorly maintained or misused heating equipment is an unacceptable risk. Heat doesn't need fuel spills to start a fire, just neglect. Portable appliance testing, calibration and servicing. Equipment safety isn't just about how it's used, it's about how it's maintained. This includes portable appliance testing, service scheduling, calibration of scientific instruments, integrity checks on pressure systems, and keeping clear maintenance and inspection records. If maintenance is overdue, incomplete or unknown, equipment may not be allowed to be used. Seek assurance from supervisors or managers before proceeding. Using equipment that hasn't been maintained isn't just risky, it can be non-compliant. And so our final thoughts. Laboratory equipment enables precision, accuracy, and discovery, but only when it's checked, used correctly, maintained properly, and respected. When controls fail or people take shortcuts, equipment becomes unpredictable, and unpredictable equipment is dangerous. By performing pre-use checks, respecting interlocks, using equipment only as intended, reporting faults immediately, and refusing to use unsafe equipment, you play a critical role in protecting yourself, your colleagues, and the science. That is it for today's episode of the Stay Safe podcast, and thank you for joining me throughout our scientific safety series. Until next time, stay safe. Bye for now.
This podcast has been provided by SRM, the owners of the bespoke health and safety management software SRM Genie, created for and focused on supporting SME businesses. If you would like more information on how you can simplify safety, save time, and stay compliant, go to www.srmgeniesoftware.co.uk.